Welcome students. Today we are going to talk about creating series object. In previous classes I have told how we can specify adding NaN value in series object, that is the first point. Now we are going to begin with specify indexes as well as data with the series. So student, we can specify data, at the same time we can also give index while creating the series. So see, in your book it is written, while creating series type object, it that along with values you can also provide indexes. Both values and indexes are sequences. That means index and values both we have to pass as a sequence. The syntax for this is as follows. We need to write series object name is equals to panda dot series, then data is equals to the data which we want to pass, otherwise we can write none, and index is equals to the value for indexes. Both data and index have to be sequences, none is taken by default. If you skip these parameters, consider following example. So suppose in example in your book it is written ARR is equals to 31, 28, 31 and 30, and MON is equals to January, February, March and April. Now if we write object 3 is equals to pd dot series and then in bracket data is equals to ARR and index is equals to mon, so at that time the series that we are going to get will have 31, 28, 31 and 30 as a data, and it have January, February, March and April as indexes. Student, I have already explained this कि while creating indexes you have to specify the same amount of values that we have given in data part. That means if data part contains 4 sequence values, so at that time in indexes we have to give only 4. If data part contains 10 sequences, so at that time we need to give 10 values for indexes. If in any case, if suppose we have given more number of values in indexes or less number of value in indexes, so at that time we might get error. I am going to explain with an example. So for that I am opening QPython 3L. In QPython editor, first of all we need to import pandas. So I am writing import pandas as pd. Import statement is wrongly written. We need to write import pandas as pd. Then after, suppose I am taking two variable like a is equals to see student, we need to take sequence values. So for writing sequence values we need to have square brackets if we want to have a list of values. Alternatively we can also create array for that. So I am writing 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, and for indexes I am taking variable I, and the value of I am going to give is also as sequence. So for that I am writing a, again quote close, comma, again in quotes b, quote close, comma, quote open, c, quote close, comma, quote open, d, quote close, comma, quote open, e, quote close. So student, there are 5 values in data part, that means in variable a, and 5 values we have taken in I. Now to create a series, say s, I am writing s is equals to pd dot series S of series must be capital. So PD dot series, and then in bracket I'm writing data is equals to A and comma index is equals to I. So in this manner, if we create the series and if we take its display by writing print statement S, so at that time we will get the desired output like this. So we can see A, B, C, D and E are the indexes, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the data values, which you can see here A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, etc. as indexes, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a value. Now students, if suppose instead of writing A, B, C, D, E, if suppose we have also written F. So at this point of time, you can see students कि we are having 5 values in A but 6 values in I. At that time, if we try to execute it, we will get error. Why we will get error? Because the length of past values is 5 and indices implies 6. So this is the value error which we are going to get. Alternatively, if suppose we have given only 4 values in it, that means we are having 5 values in data part, but we have given only 4 values in the index part. Again, if we try to execute, we will get the similar error. Length of past values is 5 and indexes implies 4. So in this manner, student, you can understand that whenever we are trying to pass indexes values, so it must match with the data part. So this is how we can create indices, we can specify indices at the same time while creating the series. Now moving forward, while creating the series object, you can also skip keyword data also, that is following statement will also do the same as above. Like if we return obj3 is equals to pd dot series and arr index is equals to 1, so at that time it will work in the same manner. I am going to explain again with the same example. Like after D, I am writing in quotes E, quote close, and instead of giving data is equals to A, I am removing data part. Only I have written the variable name A. Again, if we try to execute it, we will get the desired output like A, B, C, D, E are the indices and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the values. So student, it is not mandatory to write data is equals to the data. We can also write just the variable name or the sequence which we are using. You may use loop for defining index sequences also. For example, in this example, which you can see on your screen, we have written s1 is equals to pd dot series range 1 comma 15 comma 3 and index is equals to x for x in abcde, because if we execute this looping statement ki range 1 15 3, so this will generate the sequence values from 1 to 14 and the values are 1 4 7 and so on. So at the same time we can get the desired sequence 2, which you can see in this example. S1 is equals to pd dot series and the same example is written. So now you can see A, B, C, D, E are the indices and 1, 4, 7, 10 and 13 are the values. Now again one example is given in your book. A Python list, namely section, stores names ABCD for class 12 in your school. Another list contrary stores the contribution made by these students to a charity fund enclosed by the school. write code to create a series object that stores the contribution amount as well as the values and the section names as the indices. So in this example, student, we need to create section ABCDE, ABCD, this is what, this is the index, and contri, that means contribution 6700, 5600, 5000 and 5200 as a values, and then after we have created the series. So this works in the same manner which we have written in the example, like I'm changing its name, like I'm writing contri here, and contribution which we want to take is given like 6700. So for that I'm writing 6700 comma, then after, and according to your books, 5600 comma 5000 and finally 5200. These are the four values, and that's why I'm removing E from here. So these are the four sections, and I'm making sure that the variable name is section. Now instead of writing s is equals to pd dot series a and whatever, so at that time we can write instead of a contri, and in index part we need to give section. Now if we again try to execute it, we will get the output which you can see on the screen: A 6700, B 5600, C 5000 and D 5200. So in this way we can create the series which is given in your book. So student, I will request कि try to execute this example in your mobile phone or laptop or desktop, whatever you are having, and send the output to me on the WhatsApp group. Now next topic is specify data type along with the data and indexes. So in the same manner which we have used here while creating the series, we can also specify the data type by using dtype attribute. So you can also specify data type along with the data and indexes with the series as per the following syntax, like we can write series object is equals to pandas dot series, data is equals to the value for data, index is equals to the value for index, and dtype is equals to the value for data type. None is the default value for the different parameters taken in the case no value is provided for a parameter. If you do not specify data type, the nearest data type to store the given values will be taken. But if you want to specify your own data type by specifying numpy data type with dtype attribute, so at that time the series will going to have the same data type which you have given. For example, suppose we are having this program, we have created this program, we try to execute it and we are going to get output. So at that time, if you can see here, the data type is int64, because the value that we are having here is of integer type, and that is why it is having data type as integer. Now if we place comma and we write d type is equals to, and then after our desired data type. So student, to have the data type in our program, we must again import a statement, like we need to write import again, this is auto correction feature and it is annoying to numpy as np. So I have written import pandas as pd and then import numpy as np. Now we can write np dot float 64. Now student, here we have written np dot float 64, and then if we try to execute it, and you will observe the output, कि the data type is now float 64. So student, this thing you have to remember while creating the series object. You can also specify its data type along with the value and indices. And to specify the data type, you need to write d type is equals to np dot the desired data type name. Now student, moving forward, the next topic is using mathematical function expression to create data array in series. So we can also use mathematical function, and this makes series object different than other sequence type. Like suppose if you are using other sequence type like list or whatever, so at that time if you perform mathematical calculation on it, so that can replicate. Like suppose we are using multiply symbol with list, so this will replicate the list. But if we are using the mathematical symbols with the series object, so at that time we will get our desired output, like we can get the multiplication result. But for that we must use array, and how we are going to use we can see by the example. So first of all, see, the series allows you to define a function or expression that can calculate values for data sequences. It is done in the following form. We need to write series object is equals to pandas dot series, index is equals to none, data is equals to function or expression that we want to give. For example, if we have taken a is equals to np dot a range 9 comma 13, so this will generate the values 9, 10, 11 and 12. Then after, if we write obj 7 is equals to pd dot series, index is equals to a and data is equals to a multiplied by 2, so at that time we will get the multiplication result as a value, and indices which we are having are 9, 10, 11 and 12. So student, I am going again to explain with an example. So I am removing this part. We have to import pd and np both. So I am writing a is equals to np dot a range. Student, a range function is used to create array, numpy array. So I am writing a is equals to np dot a range, and then I am passing few values, like I am writing 4 comma 10. So this will generate a series, an array that will contain value starting from 4 to 9, and then after I am writing b is equals to, okay, let it be like this. And while creating the series object, I am writing index is equals to a comma data is equals to a multiply by 2. So for that I am using multiplication symbol and 2. Now if we try to execute it, we will get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as a value, and 8, 10, 12, 7, 14 and 16 and 18 as a value, which you can see here. These are the indexes and the multiplication by 2 as a data part. So we can perform mathematical calculation too while creating the series object. Now moving forward, the next thing is example 12, sequence section and contrary stored the section names and contribution met like 6700, 5600, 5000, 5200 and nil for a charity. Your school has decided to donate as much contribution as met by each section. जैसे कि जो डोनेशन बच्चों ने दिया है, जो कंट्रीब्यूशन बच्चों ने दिया है, वही स्कूल भी उतना ही अमाउंट दे देगा. तो फॉर दैट वी नीड टू मल्टीप्लाई इट बाय 2. सो एट दैट टाइम You can see in this example it is very easy. I am not going to explain with the execution. First of all, we have imported panda and then numpy. Section we have taken a to e, and contribution we have taken np dot array and these values. Student, to denote nil we need to write np dot nan, which I have already explained. Now for creating the series object, we are writing s12 is equals to pd dot series, data is equals to contri multiply by 2, and index is equals to section, and d type is equal to np dot float 32. So here the data will contain its doubled value, like contri multiply by 2 we have written, to 6700 will become 13,400 and so on, which you can see in this output. Now one thing that is very important, it is given as important while creating a series object. When you give index array as a sequence, then there is no compulsion for the uniqueness of indices. That is, you can have duplicate entries in the index array and Python won't raise any error. For example, if we are writing val is equals to np.arange 2.75, 50 and 9.75, so at that time the array which we are going to get is 2.75, 12.5, 22.25 and so on. And then if we have written pd dot series val index is equals to a b a b, now you can see the values of the indexes are repeated. That means a is coming 3 times and b is coming 2 times. So at that time too we are going to get the same output, like 2.75, 12.50, 22.50, and the indexes may be repeating. Now moving forward, the next topic is series object attributes. So students, there are few attributes of the series object which we can use here as per our requirement. So when you can create a series type object, all information related to it is available through attributes. You can use these attributes in the following format to get information about the series object. We just need to write series object name dot and then attribute name. So some common attribute of series object are listed in the table given below. The code example for the use of these attribute follows table 1.2. So now student, you can see here the first attribute is index, second attribute is values, third attribute is d type, fourth shape, then n byte, then ndim, then size, item size, has nonce and empty. So if we talk about the first attribute, that is index, so it will get the indices, that means access levels of the series, and values, this will print the values of the series, that means the data part of the series. So for example student, we are having this particular series and I am writing print and then in bracket if we write s dot index, so this is going to print the index part of this series. So first of all, you can see on the example key int 64 index, this index will be printed and then after the whole series is printed, because we have used two statements here, two print statement. First of all, I am writing s dot index, then s. So first of all index will be printed and then the series will be displayed. Now if we write s dot index and then s dot values, so here if we try to execute it, so at that time you can observe its output key in the first line the index will be displayed like index 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then in second line we are getting the values like 8, 12, 14, 16, 18. So students, whenever we want to access indices and values separately, so at that time we can use it like this. At the same time, if we write print and then in bracket s dot d type. So this will going to print its data type in the third line. So you can see its data type is int 32. So that's why it is printed as int 32. Now moving forward, the next thing is shape. So student, shape returns a tuple of shape of underlying data. Actually this particular attribute belongs to series as well as we can also use it with data frame too. So that is why if we write s dot shape, so because it is one dimensional, so we are going to get the shape as 6 comma. That means there are 6 values, but the second dimension, that means if we talk about dimension, तो अगर दो डायमेंशन हम ले लेंगे x और y के, तो यहाँ पे x डायमेंशन में 6 वैल्यूज़ हैं, बट वी आर नॉट हैविंग एनी y डायमेंशन वैल्यू, एंड दैट इज़ वाई इट विल बी डिस्प्लेड लाइक दिस. Then after, next is n bytes. So to use it, we just need to write print s dot n bytes. If we write s dot n bytes and we will try to execute it, you can see it will display 24 because one integer value will take 4 bytes. So that's why 6 multiplied by 4, that is 24 bytes it is taking. Then after endim, so I am writing here print bracket s dot endim. So this will display the number of dimensions. Again if we write print bracket size s dot size, so this will display the size of the series. If we display write print bracket s dot item size, so this will display the item size of the series. Again if we write print s dot has nan, so this will display the value true or false, that depends on whether it is having a nan value or not. And last s dot empty, so this will display true if it is empty, otherwise false. So now you can see students, I have used all of them. We are getting error message in has nan because it will be written like has nans. Now again if we try to execute it, we will get the output. Students, so first of all this will display the index, then data, then its data type, then we are displaying its shape, then size. That means yeah, here we are using n bytes, so n bytes is 24. Now 1 is its number of dimension is 1. Then 6 is the size of this series. Then after item size, it is it is not displaying, it is giving an error that item size is deprecated as will be removed in future version. So here we are not getting the desired output, but it is written 4. And then after has nans is displaying false and empty is displaying false. If we slightly change the value in it, like a range के जगह पे अगर हम यहाँ पे यूज़ करें array, and if we try to give values like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma np dot nan, and then after bracket close, and again if we try to execute it, so at that time you can observe, okay, we are getting an error, only two non-keyword argument accepted. Okay student, now we have slightly modified it, like we have written a is equals to 1 2 3 4 and then np dot nan, and then if we try to execute it, so at that time has nan will display true as a result, because we are having one nan value in the output. And if we remove all the elements from here, like if we write a as an input value and if we try to create a series on its behalf, so at that time if we try to execute, so at that time we will get true as a result, because this series is now doesn't containing any value, and that is why it is written true. So student, in this manner you can use all these commands, all these attribute of the series. Now moving forward, so one by one it is explained, like rendering index array. So first of all, by using index attribute you can get its index. Second, if you want to retrieve data type, so you can use d type. If you want to retrieve item size, you can use item size. If you want to retrieve shape, so you just need to write obj3 dot shape, or whatever series you have created dot shape. If you want to get dimension, so at that time you need to write ndim. If you want to check it is empty or it has nan, so you can write dot empty or dot has nans. So in this manner you can use all of these attributes which I have explained. You can also see in this example too. Now that's all for today's class. Student, please try to execute all the example which is given, and in case of any doubt feel free to ask. Thank you.